All right, we're live.
Good morning.
Nobody's here yet. So we're just sipping our coffee. What do you put in your coffee, Christy?
See, what I really do is I have a little bit of coffee with my creamer. No, I've gotten better. So I do use French vanilla creamer. I can't do black coffee. I have to have it this very milky color.
That is actually dark compared to mine.
Oh, so you have a little bit of coffee with your creamer.
Yeah, I don't like sweet, but like there's a lot of creamer.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, why do I do that to myself?
It's almost like you just want milk.
Yes.
All right, we got some people jumping on. Do you want to tell them what they are watching?
You guys are tuning in to Coffee and Conversation with Christy Rose at Avery Hall Insurance.
Yep, so if you have questions for Christy, you can put them in the chat. You can also just say hi and I will relay the message. But until then, I'm going to ask my own questions. So let's start out super easy. What do you do here at Avery Hall?
I am the new business manager for commercial lines, which means that I manage a small team of people and we quote all new business for commercial lines. We try to place for the best fit each carrier, each insured to whatever carrier their guidelines approve.
That sounds, you probably get to deal with like a lot of different businesses.
We do. Which is really cool because sometimes we get the inside scoop before a business opens.
Ooh.
So I can, our team will kind of be like, ooh, we know what's coming to Salisbury or Ocean City or wherever.
Yeah.
A couple months before it comes because we're working on their insurance. So that's very
cool.
Yes.
You guys are in the know.
We are in the know.
Of course, my mom is here. She says good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Angie says good morning.
Good morning.
And Kathy Bennett sent a thumbs up emoji. Okay. So she's a fan.
All right.
A reminder, you can ask Christy questions in the chat, anybody who has them. But I have plenty of questions. What is your favorite thing about your job? I know, narrowing it down.
So many things. It really depends on the season.
Oh, that's weird.
It is a little bit weird because, and I don't know if it's even been thought about before too much, but within the different seasons, it brings on different types of business needs.
That makes sense.
So like, springtime, we get more calls for things that are going to be opening up in Ocean City, more restaurants. Spring is also time for farmers, or really they call them the winter because they're so busy in the spring. And then approaching fall time, we have the autumn fests. So it's just, it kind of goes with the seasons. Some of them, not all businesses, but it does fluctuate. It's very hard to say what's my favorite, but I really do love quoting new business.
Yeah, I imagine.
I like digging in and finding the best fit for our potential insureds and kind of working it out.
Yeah, I feel like you probably just know like a little bit about like a bunch of different industries, and that's probably super interesting.
Yeah, spread all over.
Yeah. Next question. What is the best vacation you've ever been on?
Ooh, we are a cruising family.
Oh.
So before my husband and I had girls, we have two little girls, we cruised a lot. And then finally we introduced our kids to cruising when they were little, and they love it. So we are definitely a cruising family, and we're itching to get back on the cruise ship after, the lull of COVID.
Yeah.
But that's what we're looking forward to this summer.
I don't know. I've never been on a cruise. I don't know if it could be me.
I think people have a love-hate or they just don't know, they're nervous.
Yeah.
But it really is a good time.
Yeah. You're stuck on the boat, though. You can't. If you're like, I'm done.
It's like a floating
you're done.
city. It's a floating city.
That doesn't sound more appealing. That sounds worse. That's fun, though. How do you like to relax on the weekend when you're not at the office?
Oh, relaxing. Huh. Well.
Do you relax?
Not a lot of relaxing going on, but maybe in bits and pieces, after the kids go to sleep. But on the weekends, we're very busy. My daughter is into sports, my oldest daughter, so soccer season is about to pick back up, and then it goes into softball season. Laundry takes over a lot of my weekends. So, relaxing, that's, we have to plan if we're going to relax, we have to plan it out.
Yeah. I should have known somebody with still
little children.
Little kids.
But we do have, Friday nights, usually we get takeout and watch a movie.
Okay.
That's
good.
Usually our Friday night schedule.
That's good. I don't envy sports parents. My parents were sports parents. And I thought, as the sports person, oh man, this is so tough. But they're just like sweat and go into these games.
And we're just getting into it.
Gosh.
We're just scratching the surface with being sports parents.
Yeah. Maureen says good morning.
Oh, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. So you mentioned sometimes you deal with farmers for insurance. What should farmers know about insurance for their farm businesses?
They should really know that they need to update their coverage very frequently with their equipment and their operations. Sometimes it gets overlooked. And values change, and then new pieces come and go, and it's just very important to always stay up to date with your insurance. A lot of things can happen on a farm which can be detrimental to ongoing operations, which you don't really think about until it happens.
Yeah.
But equipment is huge. To always stay up to date with the equipment. Yeah,
especially I would imagine farm equipment is super expensive. It's an investment.
It is an investment, and without it, they can't do their job.
Yeah. So it's not like, you call an agent, you get written your coverage, and then you're just done. No. And you never have to talk to your agent again.
That should not be the case. Farming has been evolving also because farmers do need to think about different ways to make money throughout the year, especially their off seasons. So they are starting different kind of ventures on their farm, pick, or the fall festivals, or they're making jams themselves, or they're going to farmers markets. And so if we originally write your policy and it hasn't been reviewed with your agent, then those types of things may not be covered. So it's always good because they're always looking to make more money doing something. And nowadays the farm products are very sought after, farm to table and organic products. So it's just good to always call your agent when you have an idea, not after you start doing it.
Ask for permission, not forgiveness.
Yeah, see what is needed.
That's funny. I would never think I feel if a farmer goes to a farmer's market, it's just oh, here's this thing we're gonna do, and they really can't do it on a whim.
Right.
They have to make some calls and make sure they are covered.
Certainly do. Usually the farmers markets request certificates of insurance, that type of thing. So it is important to kind of give us a heads up before you do these things, and we can figure it out with you.
Next question. Why did you choose a career in insurance?
Well, really, it came down to I just didn't want to work nights and weekends. So before insurance, I was an assistant manager at a local retail store that I love, by the way. Vernon Powell. Shout out.
Give him a shout out
to Vernon Powell. And I didn't like the holidays, the weekends, the nights, all of that. So I just started looking around
Mhm.
and I started somewhere else before I came here. I've been in it, I guess now 16 or so years. Mm-hmm.
It's a long time. Not that long, but a little bit long. Angie has a question. She says, when working on a new client, is there a coverage that business owners tend to overlook or weren't aware of with their prior carrier?
Yeah, I mean, I think loss of business income is overlooked a lot or not where it should be. So I think that is a big coverage that usually is overlooked. And we have to explain how important it is if something were to happen to the building that you're renting or that you own and you can't operate your business in there, you're losing that income.
Yeah.
So that's something that we try to really educate people on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is why if you're running a business, you shouldn't also try to be your own insurance agent. You should just give us a call.
Never be your own insurance agent.
Yes, and how much do our services cost?
Nothing, Megan. Free.
It's not super expensive to get like reliable advice and save you probably money if you were gonna pick it all out by yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, so we're free. Okay, this is probably gonna be my last question.
Okay.
Unless people, if you have questions, put them in the chat because I will read your question. But this is my favorite question. What's a secret talent that you have?
Oh.
The panic in your eyes.
Oh.
If you don't have one, that's okay, but you know.
It's a kind of embarrassing.
I'm sure
I don't
it's
know
not.
If it's a talent. So this past summer, we did a talent show at my grandma's house.
I already love it. Okay.
And I couldn't think of anything to do but make this weird noise. Megan, do I have to do it?
Please make the noise.
This could be... Really?
You don't have to.
So I did it in front of all my little cousins.
Yeah.
And they loved it. Mind you, they're like 5 years old.
Yeah, but you know, the crowd was loving it. The
Should
crowd
I do
was
it?
going. You can do it if you want. You don't have to do it, but
I'm going to embarrass myself.
we would love it if you did it.
This is the non-professional insurance agent. Okay?
Yeah.
That's all you get.
That's not what I thought it was going to be. I love it.
Oh my god.
It's like a duck call.
It is.
Yeah. That's what's
like an immature hasn't gotten their voice yet. Man voice.
Yeah. It's like
You make me do those
a teenage
things,
duck.
Megan.
People love it. They're going wild in the chat.
Oh
Angie
my God.
Angie was chanting, I think, do it. And my mom loves it. So, you know, that's two crowds that have
us
loved it.
insurance agents aren't so boring.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I always feel like accountants and insurance agents are just like, people think they're just boring.
We're not so boring.
Yeah, they're not so boring. They can make really cool sounds.
I can make noises.
Okay, Brandy loved it too. Brandy Personal Lines. Okay. All right. Let's wrap up so you can get back to your real work and not this.
Making more noises.
If people have questions for you, how can they contact you?
They could email me at crose@averyhall.com or call me 410-677-3583.
That's true. You can also text Christy to our Salisbury number, 410-742-5111. You can get any agent with that number, but if you text and you're like, it's got to be Christy. She made that noise. It has to be Christy.
I might get a following.
I know,
People that
you
like
might.
hear noises.
You're about to go viral.
Oh
You
my
can text
gosh.
that number and ask for Christy, and we will get her for you.
Yes.
But thank you for joining us, everybody. And thank you, Christy.
Bye.
Bye.